Yo, what's up, boys? Tim here in the airport, heading back to Budapest here in Great Britain. I'm going to talk to you in this video about how to crush it with life and dating specifically, so that you can actually attract the kinds of women into your life that you want, and you can date the kinds of women that you want. There's going to be a lot of helpful information here. We're going to go really deep into the different mechanisms and the behaviors that cause you to be the high value man that women actually want to spend time with and want to date. There's going to be a lot of value here. I'm going to help you become the kind of man that women actually want to spend time with, where you don't have to waste time chasing girls and doing all that. So you can focus actually on your mindset, you can focus on your money, you can focus on your muscle, and then make women a byproduct of that, okay? Let's get into it. I'm excited. We're going to roll on this one. It's going to be really great. Let's go ahead. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go, boys. The ultimate high-value man's guide to attracting and dating women, crushing it in life, and getting the women that you want. Wake up, because we're here. Get out of the haze. Wake up and access your potential. Let's go ahead and get started. So here is how you attract high-quality women, and here's how you crush in life with women. The thing you have to understand is that getting women isn't actually about women. A lot of guys make this mistake. They think that getting women is all about the women. Like, what do I do? What do I say? There's parts of this that are technical, of course. There's parts of it like you can actually say better things to create attraction. You can say certain things that are going to make her chase you, for sure. But if where it's coming from isn't the right place, if you don't have a baseline of confidence, if you don't have a baseline of being a high-value man, you're going to be always hitting a ceiling, constantly hitting a ceiling and running into problems. I know I used to be a dating coach. I ran a business, a six-figure business, teaching men all over the world how to attract and date high-quality women, helping men go from not having options to having the options they wanted. And I've also dated hundreds of women all over the world and have approached thousands of women. So I understand this. I have a lot of experience in this area. This is my thing. This is was my primary skill that I've learned if you've seen my previous videos. Getting women isn't about actually getting women. The options that you're going to have in your life as a man when it comes to dating are going to reflect your value as a man. Understand this truth. The options you have in your life are going to be a reflection of what your value actually is as a man. Because the truth is that a woman is born with value because she's beautiful. A woman is born with inherent value. We get this from Rollo Tomassi. We know this. We hear this. A man is born with no value. You have to earn it. And if you want to date attractive women, your value increases as you increase your ability to attract women, which we're going to talk about here. I'm going to get into the nitty gritty. I'm not just going to tell you some mindset shit. I'm actually going to tell you what you need to do. I'm going to give you the steps, okay? But you have to earn that value. You're not born with value. So what you need to do if you want to make getting women easier, if you want to actually meet women and have the dating life of your dreams while not sacrificing your business, while not sacrificing the things that actually matter, your purpose, work, etc., you need to follow the rule of 3 M's: mindset, money, muscle. 3 M's: mindset, money, muscle. I gave this from Brandon Carter. Shout out to the OG fitness guru, the OG self-development guru. Shout out Brandon Carter. Mindset: how you think. What's going on up here? Do you believe you can? Can you win? Money: get your cash up. Get 5 digits in that bank account, 6 digits in that account. Get the cash up. Muscle: look like you belong. Hold your space because you're a guy who's in shape, because other men will respect you and women will chase you, women will pursue you. Follow those 3 rules first and foremost before you make it all about women. If you're not on point with those 3 things, as in if you're not trying and if you're not working on those 3 things, I don't want you actually focusing on women. So don't watch the rest of this video. If those 3 things are not things that you're prioritizing and working on and you're trying to just solve the women thing, don't watch this video. It's not for you. That's the truth. Now, if you want to have freedom, you need to have options. You get options, you're going to get freedom. And this is the rule in dating. A man who has no options is a man who lacks freedom. There's me in Ibiza with my girl next to me while I'm on the laptop crushing high-ticket sales and building businesses. The secret to living how you want is to actually have multiple options to choose from. You as a man, the secret to getting where you want in life and to getting what you want in life and to building the life of your dreams is where you have multiple options to choose from and you're not limited to just the one. Now, I want to be clear because I talk about this later, but I'm going to start it here. This doesn't mean that you have to always date more than one woman. You can be in an amazing relationship with one girl and still have options. It just means that, let's say that relationship wasn't to work out, you could find options elsewhere. That's what it is, right? That's what the options means. If the relationship didn't work out, you actually could move and get another girl. You actually wouldn't be fucked all your eggs are not in one basket. You have the choice to date how you want. Okay. A man who doesn't have options is a man who doesn't have freedom because you're limited in options. It's the same thing with a job, right? The reason I love doing high ticket closing, the reason I love sales is because it gives me options. I work with companies, I work with businesses, but I have the option because I have the primary skill set. I have the option to work however I want, whenever I want, wherever I want. And thus that option gives me freedom. Same thing in dating. You could have a girl who's an amazing girl, your primary girl or your only girl, but you should have the option to be able to attract other women and not have to just get lucky and hope a girl likes you back. All right. Maximize your opportunities and gain options. So if you maximize the opportunities you're presented with, as in women are coming into your life and you're connecting with them, which I'm going to talk about with you here. If you maximize those opportunities, you're going to gain options. And you want to position yourself. Here's the secret, really. And I learned this the hard way, actually, because I used to fuck up and not do this. You have to position yourself in places to meet high quality women. Once you position yourself in places and in situations and in spaces where you will see high quality women, everything's going to change for you. That's the goal. That's ultimately what the goal is. Now, I want to be clear. I have nothing to sell you. All I want you to do is to take action, because some people may see these videos and think there's an agenda. I'm trying to do something here. I'm trying to get money from you. I'm getting nothing from you. I have nothing to sell you. The only link I have below is to talk to me on Instagram. We'll chat and see if there's a way I could help for free. I don't have anything to sell you. I work in sales as a high ticket closer, and I do sales consulting. That's what I do. So what I do want from you, though, is if you want to learn this and you want to keep growing as a man and keep building your self-development, what you can do is subscribe. That's it. It's a simple red button. Press that, subscribe, and we're going to go together and you keep learning. And hey, watch to the end of this video. Keep staying on as you're getting knowledge. Don't just bounce out because you have a attention span of a 3-month-old puppy. All right, so let's look at some of the high-value dating shit. What is the high-value dating toolkit? The first thing you need to do, and this is the most important thing, I actually just got off a call with a guy for the company I work with. We were talking about this. You have to get your approaching skills up. This is the most important thing. I told you guys I would get technical. You have to get your approach skills up. You're not going to create the dating life you want if you can't approach a girl. That's the truth. And I don't mean approach a girl like be confident and go up to her and say hi, because this is something that I'm the stickler about. A lot of guys think that just them actually saying hi to a girl means they did some shit, and then they'll go back to their boys and they'll laugh at it and they'll be like, yo, I approached a girl. Yeah, he's so confident. John is the confident guy. Yeah, he just fucking approached a girl. Nothing happened. He approached a girl. Maybe you even got a number. That girl's not texting you back. What you need to do is learn how to increase the percentage of yes. The percentage of yes means that, let's say you were to talk to 10 girls, how many of those girls would see you again on a date? And I'm talking about where they'd respond to your text, they'd actually spend time with you, they'd see you again. How many girls? That's important, because I know a lot of dudes who can approach 10 girls, they can approach 20 girls, they're fearless, they go for it, and they just think like he's the shit, and he hits 1 out of 10 girls. And by hits, I mean like actually sets up something with her and makes something happen, right? Like, what the fuck? Like that is that really what you're aiming for, bro? And then some guys will rationalize and say, no, it's actually a numbers game. It's a numbers game. No, it's fucking not a numbers game. I approach maybe like 3 to 5 girls a week maximum, because I'm fucking busy. I don't have time to talk to a lot of girls. And when I approach those girls, generally out of every 3 girls I talk to, 1, maybe 2 of them I'm going to see again every single time. I also pick and choose carefully who I talk to. I don't talk to anyone. I talk to girls that I'm very attracted to. Some girls have a boyfriend, they have a relationship, but a lot of girls don't, right? And I want you to learn this thing called the any girl, any situation rule, because that's the key here. You should be able to talk to any girl in any situation. You shouldn't be limited like, okay, I'm in the grocery store grabbing some food after a workout, or I'm grabbing a shake, or I'm in the gym and I see a girl who's attractive and I can't talk to her because the situation says I can't. You should be able to speak to women in any situation. I'm serious. You should be able to be at a networking event and find a way to approach the girl. Doesn't mean you should disrupt people. Doesn't mean you have to be the guy who's always approaching girls. Doesn't mean you should take away from your life to approach girls. But you should be able to approach a girl in any situation if you want. That's the freedom, right? There's the freedom. There's the options. Fuck your fear. I don't care if you're afraid. Now, I can help you get past the fear. That's what these sessions are for. That's what these trainings are for. I can help you get past the fear. I've helped many guys get past the fear. But fuck your fear. Your fear isn't the limiting factor here. It's your willingness to actually do the action. It's your willingness to say, I'm going to move past the fear and I'm going to take the action I want so I can have the result I want, which is beautiful women showing up in my life and dating me, right? Where do you want more? Do you want to rationalize your fear or do you want to get results? That's the key. Aim for quality. In your dating life, you should be aiming for high quality women. You don't want to settle. A life of settling is not it. Like fuck that. Aim for high quality women Who are the women you actually want to spend time with? When I approach girls, I'm very specific on who I approach. I approach women that knock my socks off. You talk to women that make me feel something. The last girl that I met up with and ended up hanging out with and we had a great time, I saw her in a club. I saw her stare at me. She had beautiful red lips, and I looked her in the eyes from across the club. We made eye contact. I felt something. I was like, fuck, she's amazing. And I walked up to her and I was like, fuck, I have to talk to you now because we made eye contact. And I started with that, and she was a little bit difficult, but I made it happen. All right. Aim for high quality. Become the leader. That's the other thing. Women respect the leader. They respect a man who knows what's next. Women respect a man who knows the next steps. So part of your dating toolkit as a high-value man to go to that next level and attract the women you want is to date women as if you know what's coming next and just bring them into that experience. That's what women want to feel. They want to feel like you're the man who knows what's next and who knows what to do next. Can you become the leader that she has faith in, that she trusts, that she chases, that she pursues? Part of being the leader is solving problems. You solve problems to get to the next step, right? An example of problems, right, is like, let's say there's a girl that I want to set up a date with and I get her number, or I don't get her number first. If I say, hey, do you want to go out on a date? And she acts a little bit difficult. She's like, I would, but I'm busy. I'm like, okay, you're busy, but that's not the question I asked. I know you're busy. I asked, do you want to go on a date or not? If you don't want to go on a date and you have zero time to connect with someone who's great and you're vibing with, that's fine. We don't have to do it. But I would like to, though, still, because I'm attracted to you. So are you down for that or not? If you're not, a no is okay. I'm solving problems. I'm helping her get out of her own way to actually spend time with me. I do the same thing in sales, right? I'm solving problems. You have to speak with assertiveness and make real plans. A lot of guys don't do this. A lot of guys simply bitch out. Seriously, like a lot of guys are like, oh, I had a good conversation with her and I got her number. I'm like, dude, you got her number. Great. When's the date? When is the date happening? There's no date planned. You have to speak with assertiveness and make real plans. I don't actually even get girls' numbers without making plans with them. Sometimes I'll meet a girl in a bar or something or out. And she'll say, do you want my Instagram? I'm like, why would I want your Instagram? So we could follow each other. I don't give a fuck about following you. I don't follow random people for the sake of following them. I mean, are you and I going to see each other again? Are we going to spend time together? Is that a thing that you want to happen? Yeah, of course. Okay, cool. I'm cool with that. I just don't want to follow you for no reason. Like, I don't just follow attractive women for the sake of it. Why would I do that? Assertiveness and make real plans. That's how you're actually going to meet women. I'm telling you, dude, there's so many guys who don't do this. Most guys don't. You probably don't do this. Most guys are like, I got an Instagram, and they collect this carousel of bullshit fucking Instagrams that doesn't help them, doesn't serve them. Not helping you. Make shit happen. There's me approaching, and I recorded that approach. We used to record approaches when I was making dating coaching content. I was teaching men dating, and we recorded a lot of approaches of me meeting girls, setting up dates, going on dates. We recorded that for the course I was making. And that's me in one of those interactions. Really cool girl. She's a professional dancer. Make shit happen. How do you make shit happen? When you approach, you have to have a clear intention why you're there. Like, when you connect with a woman in different situations, you have to let her know why you're there. Don't do some bullshit like, hey, I like your bag. Let her know why you're there. Hey, I saw you walking, and I wanted to meet you because you're my type. You look cute. Thought I would say hi. Just have a clear intention why you're there. Don't waste time with bullshit communication either. BS communication. Like I had a student actually who was learning dating with me, and this girl was walking her dog. I remember this. Fucking John. She was walking her dog, and this guy's great. He's a good dude. And he walked up to her and he was like, hey, I like your dog. And she was like, thank you. And they proceeded to have a 5 to 10 minute conversation about dogs. Actually, it was like a 15-minute conversation just about dogs. About the kind of dogs. And he said, hey, is it okay if I get your number at the end? And she said, oh, thank you, I'm good. I have a boyfriend. BS communications, waste of time. When you're going on dates, go for simple activities. Don't do dinner. This is the big thing you don't want to do, okay? Like, don't go for dinners. No dinners. Go for drinks or something really fucking simple. Simple activities. Maybe do mini golfing, something like that. Something that's cute and simple together. I only do drinks. I don't do anything else because I'm too busy to be doing a lot of stuff unless I actually know a girl and want to invest my time in her. Seriously, I'm not doing other stuff with girls besides drinks until me and her have been together. Then I'll do a bunch of stuff. I'll go out to dinner with the girl all day. So when I say don't go to dinners, I don't mean don't go to dinner with girls that you have already slept with. I'm talking about if there's a girl that you're going out with for the first time, don't go to dinner with her. It sets the wrong idea. It sets the idea that you're providing resources to this woman without her having earned those resources. By the way, if I was telling women this advice, I would tell them the opposite. I coached women for almost a year. And I would tell them, make sure he takes you out to dinner and invest in you. Because women and men have different dating values. They have different dating priorities. They want different things. So they're not going to mesh. They're not going to come in alignment. That's just the reality of it. Okay, so go for drinks or a simple activity. Don't go for dinners and complicated stuff like that. No need for that. Treat her as a gentleman, but have boundaries. Treat women as a gentleman. I'm a huge fan of being a gentleman. I'm open the door for women. I'll bring them flowers. Not always, but sometimes there's a girl I've really been talking to and I'm very into. Maybe I'll buy her flowers or something like that on a second date maybe. But treat her, but also have boundaries, right? Don't be over chasing. You don't need to be taking her out for expensive dinners. You don't need to be buying her expensive things. Unless, again, she's your girl and you have the cash for that and you have that level of investment and respect from her and she worships you. You don't need to be doing that stuff. Treat her as a gentleman, but also have boundaries. That's the key. That's the key. There's a high value code to dating. And this high value code is simple. There's abundance. Have abundance as a man. Have options. Respect women. Consistency. Show up for yourself. That's the consistency. You have a responsibility to have options even in a relationship. Don't get me wrong on this, brother. When I say you have the responsibility to have options, what I mean is that in a relationship, you should be the man who could meet other women. It doesn't mean that you are meeting other women. You can meet other women if that's the nature of the relationship you have. Like I introduce my girl to girls often. You can do that. But you have a responsibility to yourself to have options, even when you're in a relationship. Your obligation as a man is not to lock yourself up and close off your options. This doesn't mean you have to keep playing the game if you and your girl have agreed that that's not the nature of what's going on. If it's just you and her, and she's like, hey, I'm connecting with you, that's it. Just me and you agree to that, and she agrees to that on her end too. Well, then the nature of it changes, but you still can have options. It still means that you can be social. If you go out with your boys, talk to a few girls. Doesn't mean you have to even get phone numbers or Instagrams. Don't do any of that. But you should always understand the game is still being played because your girl's getting hit on. If she's attractive. If she's not getting hit on, then you probably shouldn't be with her, honestly. If she's like very subpar. But if your girl's getting hit on, if there's other men who are attracted to her, and there's other men that are coming at her, where's your game at, brother? Like, what's going on with you? Because there's a fire inside of you that's going to fucking die if you give up. That fire is going to, and I really mean this, I'm serious. It's going to die if you give up. You have a responsibility to have options in a relationship. Keeps her on her toes, keeps her wanting you, keeps her interested in you. Women love the man that has options. They love him. We call this mate choice copying. Women love men that have options. They love them. They like a man that shows that he has the ability to meet other women. They like a man that other women want. Women love that. I see it in my own relationships. Women love the fact that other girls want me, and it makes them want me more. It turns them on, in fact. They've openly said this. We've gone real deep on it. Women love the man that has options. So you owe it to yourself to have options, brother. That's the high value code right there. Where do you meet high quality women? What's the steps you take? Where do you go? So the first thing is out with friends, just with out with friends generally. I'm not a fan of all the pickup stuff like going out and approaching fucking 50 girls a week. I mean, it's okay to do that sometimes. It's all right doing that sometimes if that's what you need. If you're in a position where you're really bad with women and you need it, then go ahead and put some action, especially if you've already made your money, you're already working on your body, you have a good attitude, and you want to spend some time focusing on dating and meeting women, go ahead and practice it as like a skill. But generally, if you want to live a life of balance, meet women while out with friends. Approach a girl when you're in a restaurant having a dinner, a business dinner, or dinner with a couple of your boys. In a bar, house party, networking event. That's when you should meet women. Day-to-day errands when you're shopping, gym. The last girl that I met, one of the last girls I met, I don't know if she was the last one, but the last girl I think that I met her while in a cafe. Just out in a cafe, while out working. Right? Online dating apps is another option, but I use this in addition to what I already do. And half the time I don't even go on dates with girls from here because I meet enough girls in person that I don't want to spend more time meeting women. So Bumble or Hinge are the best apps I found. Tinder is a bit of a shit show now. Bumble is good. I like Bumble a lot. Hinge is solid depending on the city you're in if you can access it. But be picky though. Don't just settle. Like, don't settle for women that are low quality, bro. Don't settle because you're trying to get laid. Just don't settle. It's not worth sacrificing your energy as a man and giving up your energy to a woman that doesn't deserve that and hasn't earned that from you. It's not worth it. Online dating apps is huge, but use it as an addition, not the primary thing. A lot of guys use it as the primary thing. How do you get to the next level? Here's what it is. Get the 3 M's on point: mindset, money, muscle. Get them on point. Start working on those 3 things. Me and all my boys, the guys in my network, that's where our priority is. It's not the girls. The girls are a byproduct of that. But then if you want to add in women, start approaching at least 5 new women a week. Make it a point to approach, all right? And add in a point to the approach as well. So approach 5 new women a week. Could be any situation. Meet a girl in a cafe. Meet a new girl in the gym. Meet a girl while you're out in a bar on a weekend. Not drinking. Be sober. I love being sober. Meet a girl there, right? And then make it a point to approach. And then add in a point also to the approach. So not just a point to actually go for it, but then also make it a point like to have intention behind the approach. What's the reason behind doing the approach? Is it just to shoot the shit with the girl? Or is it actually, hey, I'm attracted to you and I wanted to see if you'd want to grab wine at some point? That's the way you communicate. Not this bullshit Riz stuff you see on YouTube where they go and get a number and there's no intention. What's your number? And they're like, oh, he is Riz. You got a fucking phone number. It's a joke. It's a joke. It means nothing. It's a number. Look at your numbers over time. If you're approaching 5 women a week, and I mean really having conversations with 5 women a week with the point in the approach, intention in the approach, having 5 dates a month is realistic, especially if you're using a bit of online dating. You could have 5 dates a month, which means a little more than 1 date every single week. That's a good target to have. That's not crazy. That's not normal. If something's missing, if you're not hitting this target and you are doing approaching 5 new women a week, you're not good. You're bad with women probably, and you need to work on either your looks, because your looks are going to be hurting you, or you need to work on your communication, your assertiveness, the way you tell stories, your humor. There's a bunch of things you can work on in this. I'm not going to go into dating coaching here, but there's a bunch of stuff you could work on. But look at your numbers. 5 quality dates a month is a really good target for a high value man. You can do more than that, but I find that once you start doing more than 5 dates a month, it gets time consuming. My limit absolutely is 7. I don't really want to go on more than 2 dates a week, generally. Or I should say 8. Like, I don't want to do 2 dates a week more than that, because in the evenings, these girls I'm going on dates with, I'm seeing them again, right? So if you find that you're doing like 10 dates a month consistently, you're probably not seeing girls again, and then that's a bit of a problem. Invest in mentorship. If you want to get to the next level in your dating life, invest in mentorship. If you find that you're not good, I'm serious, guys. Like, if you're not good with women, the next thing you can do is invest in mentorship. If you want to get better and you find like you're missing this mark, you're not getting 5 dates with the beautiful women, and you're taking action and you're not getting the dates and you just keep falling short, hey, it's time to invest in mentorship. Time to have someone actually help you and guide you to the next level. This is how I got good. I had mentors who showed me actually how to communicate with women when I was younger. These guys, some of them were promoters, guys who just went out in New York City. Some of them were dating experts who came from an old school community I was a part of back in the day called Pickup. And I was a part of that community, and these guys mentored me and got me to the next level. All right, where do you want to do? What do you want to go with this? Do you want to get good? Are you serious about this? Are you serious about taking your dating life to the next level? If you are, get mentorship. And if you're already getting good, you use the stuff here. If you're already starting to see results, that's amazing. Fuck yeah. This is how you do it. This is how you have a kick-ass dating life. Goodbye. Wake up. Get out of the haze. I'll see you on the next training. Peace.